Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum, 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 bum. Let's do it again. Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum, 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 bum. Well, happy Sunday. Please continue to pray for me by leaving a like on this channel. I've been having a lot of good fortunes with networking with people, and networking is very important to me. I find that my biggest downfall is when I don't have the right network of people to collaborate with, right? So, you guys know my recent art projects. Uh, I was just finishing up cleaning up my storage unit. My storage unit has been a disaster as of late because, first of all, I moved storage facilities, and then I got really busy with a lot of art projects, and I kind of just left a disaster in its place. And as I was cleaning up, I realized how much stuff I had made and how I need to network with more people rather than just continuing to make stuff, right? I was very impressed at. See, sometimes when you're just after you make something, you're a big critic of what you just made, right? But months later, when you look at it, oh, that was pretty good, right? So that was great. Uh, Live in the storage? No, I don't. I don't live in there. I live in my car when it's suitable, right? Right now it's getting hot, so I have a place now. But during the spring and the fall, and sometimes even during the winter here in the Phoenix area, I'll camp out in my car. I would much rather do that than live in a storage unit. I got more mobility there. Although I got to be careful with the car, though. I live when you live in your car, you discover quickly how cruel some people can be if you don't have your street smarts, right? So, a lot of times, it's one thing that somebody wants me to get out of a parking lot. That's fine. But one time I was so out of it. I had been up several days in a row making art, and I was crashing. And I don't have a problem with moving my car or anything, but this guy, he was really persistent, and eventually he called the police, who pried the door open. And I mean, I guarantee you that the guy, the owner of that gas station or whatever it was, the police officer who had come to wake me up, both of them probably have had times where they pushed the snooze button 5 times, right? And so, in the comfort of their own home, apartment, whatever, right? And I was just out of it, right? I'm not a criminal trying to. In fact, I was parked at the back of the gas station. I had parked there many, many times. Not anymore because of what happened that time, right? But it was nice to get to get that lesson that we're not one big family, right? Oftentimes I bend over too much for other people, right? Experiences like that teach me that I don't have to bend over backwards. I don't have to be like the guy at the gas station, right? But I don't always have to bend over backwards when my colleagues or my students push the wrong buttons on me, right? Let's see. You should make art and uh, woman in that fractional effect. Yeah, I have some other arts and projects on the way. I just found a supplier who can sell me all sorts of metals, right? So I'm thinking about some other metals I could play with. Uh, anyway, happy Mother's Day. Hopefully, Mary Curry, she'll be my distant mother-in-law at some point, right? I've been communicating with one of her great great grand nieces, like distant ones, obviously, and things are going well there, and that's given me a big boost of confidence with everything else. Uh, well, hopefully next week I'll be making a lot of art. Our school has let out, and one thing I really despise about my job right now, and it's one of the few things that I Peter dislike about my work, is that we don't have an even keel workload, right? Half the time I'm burnt out, and the other half I'm bored out of my mind. Right? I'm going to have to bring this up. Obviously, I'm probably not going to bend the curve on that, but I do hope to talk to my boss and say that, is there anything we can do to kind of even out this work, right? Or or just make a remark that I wish it were a little bit more even keeled, right? Something. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any suggestions on how to best bring this up at a meeting, right? Anyways, feel free to leave a comment if you have suggestions for my art projects. This is the Peter Light Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Light Show. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Light Show. Bum 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 bum.